Associating a brand as a symbol of a nation is a bold yet highly lucrative strategy. On one hand, there's the risk of not truly capturing the culture and history of that country. But on the flip side, if the marketing is spot on, the brand wins the hearts of millions, ensuring a dedicated and passionate audience. Take, for instance, these four companies we've handpicked to illustrate why being the face of the country is worth it, both at home and abroad. The first example managed to stand tall against industry giants and stayed as the #1 choice in the hearts of Peruvians. Inca Kola is a national sensation in Peru. Founded in 1935, this fruity beverage, with lemongrass as its main ingredient, outpaced Coca-Cola in domestic sales around 1995, boasting a market share of 32.7%. Inca's advantage soared when fast food chains, especially McDonald's, started offering the soda in their restaurants in the same year. Follow them if you can't beat them. This is the mantra. Coca-Cola announced in 1999 the acquisition of 49% of Inca Kola shares in a $200 million deal. But how does the brand symbolize the country? Apart from being a creation native to Peru, Inca Kola embodies the tradition of one of history's most significant civilizations, the Incas, who once dominated regions now occupied by Peru, Chile, Ecuador, Colombia, Bolivia, and Argentina. The Inca Empire's administrative center was in Cusco, in the high regions of Peru, with its most famous construction being Machu Picchu, one of the modern world's 7 wonders. Portraying a country's history in its name, label, and flavor was crucial for Inca Kola to carve a space in Peruvian hearts, linking cultural roots to its product. Now, what happens when this sense of nationalism is taken up a notch? Enter the second brand we'll discuss in this video. Over 10,000 kilometers away from Peru, Ferrari emerged in Italy in 1939. For many, it's synonymous with luxury and wealth. Beyond that, it's a national symbol, proudly displaying the colors of the Italian flag in its logo. Ferrari bears the name of its founder, Enzo Ferrari, who initially started as a racing team for Alfa Romeo and gained real momentum in the 1940s when it settled in Maranello after World War II. Italian nationalism has been woven into Ferrari's fabric from the start. The prancing horse on the logo pays homage to Francesco Baracca, an Italian aviator who died in World War I at the age of 30. Baracca had this horse as his airplane symbol, and his parents were close friends with Enzo Ferrari, who chose to uphold the tradition. But talking about the connection between Italy and Ferrari is incomplete without mentioning Formula One. The most prestigious motorsport championship has Ferrari as its oldest active team. Additionally, the Italian brand is the most successful in the sport, boasting 16 constructor titles. With each victory, the Italian anthem is played at the end of the race, spreading another national symbol to all corners of the globe, intertwining the brand with the nation. Approaching its centenary, Ferrari continues to accelerate in profits and sales. In early 2023, the group revealed a profit of €939 million in 2022, a 13% increase from 2021. This growth is evident in car sales, with a 19% increase and 13,221 units sold, compared to 11,155 in 2021. Back to South America, when it comes to Havaianas, Brazilians genuinely embrace the brand. Well, they actually wear the flip-flops. The brand dominates 80% of the rubber sandal market in Brazil and sells over 250 million pairs globally annually. The group's vice president mentioned having over 1,000 stores worldwide, with about 450 outside Brazil. But Havaianas' presence in more than 130 countries didn't happen overnight. While Brazil was gearing up for the 1998 World Cup, Havaianas stepped onto the international stage for the first time. The Havaianas Brazil model, featuring a flag on the strap, was responsible for the company's internationalization, becoming a hit in Europe. Step by step, Havaianas left its mark worldwide, always carrying Brazilian style and colors as its primary identities, reaching a remarkable 17% of its sales in the international market. Countries like the Philippines, Thailand, Australia, Italy, and Portugal are among Havaianas' major centers outside Brazil. Looking to the future, the brand targets the USA and China as its next conquests. We've seen that associating a flag and country symbols is a compelling strategy to win over your local audience. And what if, on top of that, you add a national passion to the mix? This is, in broad strokes, the story of Tim Hortons, Canada's premier coffee shop chain and one of the world's largest. With over 5,300 stores in 15 countries, the brand represents Canada at its core, starting with its name. Tim Horton was a professional ice hockey player, the country's primary sport for over a century. While still a player, Horton opened the first store in his home province, Ontario, initially as a burger joint and later as a donut shop. 10 years after its founding, the visionary behind the brand and namesake tragically died in a car accident. With the player's death, his partner took charge and expanded the company's reach, opening the 500th store in 1991. Besides having one of the greatest hockey players in history as its founder, Tim Hortons has captured the Canadian spirit, incorporating the maple leaf, a symbol on the country's flag, into the design of its coffee cups. Moreover, the red and white, Canada's colors, adorn the almost 60-year-old brand. Spotting someone with a coffee cup walking down the streets is one of the most common scenes in the country. A success both at home and abroad, Tim Hortons achieves increasing numbers year after year, with revenue nearing $4 billion in 2022. Like getting to know brands that embody each country? Leave your thoughts in the comments about what you think of the video. See you there.